Hello, you are now watching the MA Administrative Module 3 Instructor Training for the Word Processing course. So here is a word processing course, Shell. Again, I hope that you have made yourself familiar with the course Shell setup. First, you will find the row assignments, then the weeks, the syllabi. The hybrid program weeks are at the beginning of the Shell, and then the sessions or days are after for the on-ground residential students. This is where you'll find all of your assignments and discussion board for the hybrid students. So there are 4 weeks. Here's day 1 for the residential on-ground students. In this module, you will, of course, be teaching word processing as well as professionalism using the Ross Edge program. We will also be covering plagiarism. There's a plagiarism assignment in each one of the modules to help students familiarize themselves with what plagiarism is, and then also how to use APA formatting, which they will be using if they have to create a report or write a paper. Okay, so for the word processing, they are going to be formatting text. They'll be learning how to take screenshots. They will be working in headers and footers and numbering pages and putting in bullets. They will be reviewing formatting. They'll be writing professional business letters, so they'll be learning the components of a business letter, going over different types of postage at the physician's office. They will be creating slide presentations. We usually have them working in not just Microsoft Word, but also in Google. So make yourself familiar with both of those programs if you have not already. They will be working with forms of electronic correspondence and working in Excel tables. They'll also be in the SimChart, working on SimChart cases in this module. And we'll be covering community resources in this course. So they'll be pretty busy, as well as a disease preventative report. Just like all the other modules, there are games and there are websites for them to reference. Take time to work through these yourself to make sure that you are knowledgeable on the topics that you're going to be teaching and you can answer any questions. I know that there are probably some students who know more than what all of us do with word processing and Microsoft Office products. If you have a few of those in your classroom, then feel free to have them come up and show a couple of their tips and some shortcuts that they have discovered with class, and that'll make them feel important. It could be fun. You could all learn something new. For Ross Edge, if you're new to Ross Edge, you will be going to rossedge.com. For a first-time instructor, you will click here and sign in. Please use your Ross web email address to get in. You'll be asked to create a password, and once you have that, then you'll be all set. Instructors do not have any special access as compared to students, so you'll have to work through these the same as students will to get any keys that you might need. Good thing is it's not too difficult. So let's go ahead and we'll get in, and I'll take a quick tour of what Ross Edge is. So Ross Edge, we're at the home screen. This is where our student success modules are. Each section will be taught in a different module depending on your lesson plan. So students will be directed to click on one of these. There's also a professional development section with extra modules that students will be working through during the time that they're spending in the program. And there's a toolkit which helps them to make cover letters and job applications and resume. There's a mentor letter, thank you letter, references, and there's also a area for them to practice interviewing using an interview simulator online. So the more familiar you make yourself with this, the easier it's going to be for you to get through these with your students. This is very easy to use. Students will not have a problem with this. Let's go ahead and take a look at the workbook. There's a PDF of the workbook. One thing I like about this is that it allows you as a user to flip through pages, and I kind of like the sound of the pages, so it's fun for me. So as students will be working through Ross Edge, they'll be accessing workbook. Hopefully it'll come up any moment. The normal reading on that will come back here. So let's just take a look at one of the sections that you'll be working in with Ross Edge. So let's go ahead and go into student success, and we'll go to study skills, which is section 6. There's a PowerPoint for you to download if you want. If you're on ground residential instructor and you want to talk about this section, you can download the PowerPoint, put it up on the board, and go over it with your students. They can open the workbook from here as well. And there are videos, short videos that you'll be following along with a lesson plan to show your students together or have them watch. If they're hybrid students, they're going to be watching these online. There are some assignments for them to complete. And then, of course, this is where they take the quiz. If that's all ready. Okay, so here's our workbook. And here are our table of contents and getting to know. If you go to the workbook here, it takes you right to the section that they need to read. And then they can flip through and you can read along with them or have them read something in the book and then talk about it in the class along with your PowerPoint. So again, this is why you need to get in here ahead of time and come up with a plan and a strategy to promote these topics in class. Just like all of the modules, shells, and Canvas, the days are unpublished, so you'll have to publish them as the day comes up in the lesson plan. We do not want students to look ahead. If you publish them all, then the students will be able to work ahead on all the module days and you'll have nothing to do when they come in. Definitely don't want to do that. Okay, so this is the word processing section of the module. I hope that you found this helpful, and if you have any questions, please reach out to your assistant director, your lead instructor, or myself. We'll be happy to help you with any questions that you might have.